Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. A tight end in motion now. Completed to Flowers. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. Two men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, it's working.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. The Broncos and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning left. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he gets him around 6 there. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
16 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They'll run here on first down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. They'll run now on second down. He's contained at the line for no gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with third and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one.
Ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got Andrews. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Lamar off the play fake. Flushed out of the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. And they can try to move this into field goal range, Brock. 55 seconds left in the half. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Broncos looking at a punt on 4th down, and Riley Dixon on to handle that. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Ravens will go on offense. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And 35 seconds isn't a ton, but it is enough to muster up a little something. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brandon Jones up for the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. That brings us to halftime, and these teams locked up on the scoreboard. It's a 7-7 ball game. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit.
We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
Jackson now on third. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it, right?
It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is picked up by the Ravens.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback.
While the new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 4. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Throwing now, Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Caught out left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Broncos headed out. Jaleel McLaughlin headed out with them. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll run it for the first time with Audric Estime. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hand off to the back. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring out 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. First and 10. Here's Jackson. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Play action. Here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They bring the tight end in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this 2nd half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And they're going to need to go the length of the... And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Okay, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
So following the safety, Brock, they're on now to begrudgingly send it away with a free kick.
Free kick out of bounds.
And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, here's Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Look at that time for Deontay Johnson. And it sets up second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. This is one of those plays, Kate, I could just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursue, effort, run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Here's Lamar. Still going inside the 35. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Deontay Johnson with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens push the lead up to 12. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Daniels. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an award. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Now Daniels off the play action. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's Henry on the option, and the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Play fake, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Lamar now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And this one sails out, no return on the punt. Denver set to take the field on offense. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Desperation time here on 4th. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. This is Henry on 2nd. Big gap up the middle. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens go up by 19. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here comes the Bronco offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Daniels on first down. On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Second down and 10. Daniels. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He's trying to go deep again. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Another run for Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we'll take a pause for the injury, and that looks like Derrick Henry, who's in need of some assistance out there. They go to the option, left side, third down. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on fourth down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Bullock's kick is good. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On the return, here's Mims. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos offense all set to go. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Daniels back to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And Brock, we all know home field advantage could do wonders to bridge the gap between the uber-talented teams and the lesser-regarded group championships in this league. They were the latter this week, but in the friendly confines with the crowd at their back, they were the team who looked superior in this one. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.